Good morning, third grade students of room 502. My name is Mr. Leggett, and this is Eureka Math. And what does Eureka mean in English, as translated from the ancient language of Latin? Well, it means I have found it. And what have we found? We found the best way in the world to learn math concepts and become math wizards. So, you do not have a packet today because the copy machine was broken. So you'll just follow along with scratch paper. You don't need to write this down, but you'll write down what I'm writing down on your scratch paper. So we've concluded our sprint, and our objective is to model the relationship between multiplication and division. That's what we're going to be showing today. Let's get started right away with our application problem. And we have here that Mrs. Peacock bought 4 packs of yogurt. I'm going to circle the 4. She had exactly enough to give each of her 24 students 1 yogurt cup. We need to find out how many yogurt cups are in 1 pair. Is that right? 1, not pair. Mr. Leggett goes so fast when he types. 1 pack. All right, so let's figure this out. We have 4 packs of yogurt, 24 students, and we were able to give 1 yogurt cup to each student of Mrs. Peacock's. So go ahead and we're going to write this down together. Let's go ahead and make a tape diagram. And we know there's 4 packs, right? So there's our 4 packs. What else do we know? We know that there's got to be 24 yogurt cups, right? Because there's 24 students and each one got 1. So we're going to put 24 yogurt cups. And also we know that there's 4 packs. So what we don't know is the number of cups in a pack. Number of cups in pack. It's kind of shorthand. So that's what we don't know. We don't know the number of cups in 1 pack. So how can we figure this out? We could definitely do division. We could do 24 divided by 4, right? Correct? Because we have 24 yogurt cups in 4 packs. So our math sentence will look like this: 24 divided by 4. What will that equal? Well, we could just take a look at this. We want to do it physically. On paper, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So taking a look at that, we can see how many cups are in each pack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 24 divided by 4 is 6. So let's write it down. We've read, we drew, and now let's write. There are 6 cups of yogurt in each pack. So that's what we know. We now know through our model and division that there are indeed 6 cups of yogurt in each pack. You know, the funny thing, we've been discussing about this, we could reverse this around to see the relationship, because remember our objective is to show the relationship between multiplication and division. 24 divided by 6, 25 divided by 4 equals 6. We could also do 4 times 6 equals, you got it, 24. Okay, let's go on to another piece of scratch paper. Yours won't say this because it's just a scratch paper, but it has concept development problem 1. And let's look at a number bond that relates back to our application problem. And it's going to read 24. And we have these numbers floating around. We don't know what goes there. So we're going to look back at the application problem, and the unknown, the number bond, is the same as the unknown of the division problem. What does it represent? Well, it represents the number of packs, right? That we were trying to figure out. We knew there were 24 students because they each got 1 yogurt cup, and she bought 4 packs. So let's take a look at excuse me. So let's take a look at a multiplication sentence to show the relationship. And we're going to write blank times, you're writing this down with me, blank times 4 equals 24. So think back to the application problem, and what was our answer to that? Well, we could skip count. We could say 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it must be 6 times 4 equals 24. And each of these parts of the number bond would be 6, right? Because we could say 6, 12, 18, 24. So we can see that both the division equations are the same, but how do the quotients, remember what a quotient is, an answer to a division problem, and the 2 number bonds represent different things. Well, the 6 in the first number bond represents the size of the groups, the 6 in the second number bond represents the number of groups. So it's kind of taking a different look at it via multiplication and division. So let's go back and get another piece of scratch paper. That's so much scratch paper, it's silly. And we're going to do this with another number bond. What we're going to do is 32, and we're going to do the same thing. It's going to be divided by 4. And we'll draw our what will that equal? We could also take a look at this as another representation, which would be go 32 and we're going to put an 8 there, and we'll go blank times 4 equals 32. So we could take this and go, well, what times 4 equals 32? It'd be 8 times 4. And then if we wanted to prove this, we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. How many discs do we have in there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we see that 32 divided by 4 equals 8. And that kind of shows the relationship between multiplication and division quite nicely, I think. We have another problem to do, another concept development. And what we have here, oops, my studio's getting moved around a little bit, is a classroom table. A classroom has, boy, I was typing really fast, has tables that seat a total of 20 students. So we know they have tables that seat a total of 20 students. 4 students are seated at each table. I'm going to circle 4. What we need to find out is how many tables are in each classroom. I don't know how that S wound up there. Like I said, Mr. Leggett types pretty fast in the morning. So what we're trying to figure out is how many tables are in each classroom. If a classroom has tables that seat a total of 20 students, and 4 students are seated at each table. So let's go ahead and make our tape diagram. And we know that 4 students sit at each table. And we also know there's 20 students. So we don't know the number of tables. So let's go ahead and write that down. And we can see the relationship between the multiplication and division if we do this. If we say 20 divided by 4 equals something, and then something times 4 equals 20. See the relationship? So let's figure this out. I know that 5 times 4 is 20, right? So how many table groups should there be? It should be 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's go ahead and prove that. Remember, 4 students sit at each table. There's 4, 8, 12, 16, and 20. So we can fill in our division and multiplication here. That 20 divided by 4 is 5, and 5 times 4 is 20. We're going to do another one of these, and we won't do a word problem. Let's just put up the representation. We're going to do 16 divided by 4 equals something, and something times 4 equals 16. Now, I know you probably already know that in the top of your heads, but let's represent it with a tape diagram. So let's say we had 16 students. What we don't know is the number of tables. Okay, so we know that each table, of course, sits how many students? 4. So there's our 4 students. So we're doing 16 divided by 4. Okay, our something times 4 equals 16. So let's go 1, 2 more there. So 4 students, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And what I'd like you to do now, let's finish this up. We can see that 16 divided by 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, and that 4 times 4 equals 16. So I'm going to be working with the 4th graders probably quite a bit this morning. So please log on to Zern and work diligently on that. And thank you so much.